axe to axe with a bunch of Daedra-worshipping savages who practice the dark arts. Yeah.
I have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeards? And the one be towards him, like any skill.
I'm telling you, I heard them howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
Tacitus, what is this?
A nail?
Is that what you call it? In the Legion, we would have called it useless. Look how brittle the metal is.
I'm sorry. Well, the forge gets so hot in my fire.
You thought what? You would skip a step? Not heat the metal all the way through? Useless. Now do it again.
I'm Gor's assistant. I help her with the forge. When will I learn how to forge weapons of armor? Isn't that my job?
Your job is to do what I say. And I say you have many nails and fittings to make before you even touch a weapon. Now get to work. Need a new blade? Tacitus? Boy's an Imperial. I keep showing him how to treat the iron, but he never gets it. In the Legion, the Imperial smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. Wisdom of the old, I guess. If you find a book called The Last Scabbard of Akrish, could you bring it to me? Tacitus sure isn't learning by example. Thanks. Grew up in a stronghold. Every orc girl tended the forge at some point. But a girl has to grow up, and life in the stronghold asks for a lot in return. So I joined the Legion, mastered my trade there. That's right. An orc stronghold. Kept to ourselves, lived as our ancestors would have wanted. Wasn't enough for me, though. I left. Didn't want to end up as the third wife of some lowly chieftain. Looking to protect yourself, or deal some damage? Let me know if you need something forged.
I'm Gorza's assistant. I help her with the forge. Gorza is the one you should ask if you need anything. I'm not very good for anything more than smithing nails right now. One time, I almost cut a finger off sharpening a blade. I hate blood. Yes?
Need a new blade?
I oversee Markarth's smelter. Worker gets out of line, I get him back in line. You're not one of my workers. What are you doing here? You hard of hearing. I run this smelter, and I'm late meeting our silver quota. What do you want? Every other day, seems one of the laborers runs off to the hills saying he'll join the Forsworn. You don't like the Nords? Fine. But pledging your whole life to killing them, that's just dumb. What? No. Thonar Silverblood owns it. He owns everything in Markarth. But he hands all the paperwork over to Nepos, the Nose, to finish. That old man's back is heavy with burden.
Can't talk. Mullish will beat me if I stop working. We've lost a lot of good people to that damn crusade. Drive out the Nords, they say. Well, the Nord ain't driven out. Me and Hathrasil mostly. Mullish barks at us all day, but I wouldn't call that honest work. A few people in the Warrens used to work here. Dagain broke some bones a while back. Altris quit. Kareen is too sick. All right then.
They don't like us talking to people when we work.
Mullish, we need a break. The heat from the smelt
Until
is too
next
much.
time.
Are you complaining? Work. If you have strength to whine, you have strength to smelt.
Busy with the smelter. Got metal to shape. Don't get involved in that nonsense. Just want to work. Mullish. Big orc fella. Can't miss him.
I spilled just a bit of metal and Mullish takes it out of my hide.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? The gods gave you two. Best defense is a good defense, am I right?
Careful of the molten metal. That gets on you. Kiss your fingers goodbye.
I know what I'm doing. Stop telling me.
I oversee Markarth's smelter. Worker gets out of line, I get him back in line. I see you sneaking off with even one speck of silver. I'll break your leg and throw you into the river.
Yes, Mullish.
We'll handle things from here. Move along. This is Markarth, traveler. Safest city in the Reach.
Need a trained war dog? Fiercest companion money can buy. A war dog is good company and good protection. Don't fall. All right then.
Need something? May the crags fail to trip your feet. Well, hello. That would be Jarl Igmund. Young for a ruler of a hold, especially the Reach. Wasn't surprising he stayed loyal to the Empire. His father helped capture Ulfric Stormcloak after the Markarth incident. It's the whole reason Ulfric revolted against the Empire. Well, the first reason, anyway. Forsworn had taken over Markarth, and Ulfric and his men drove them out. Empire promised they'd be free to worship Talos afterwards. Pity no one told the elves. Whole group of those Thalmor came, and they demanded Ulfric's arrest. Before the Nords came, we worshipped the old gods, had our own kingdom. Times have been good and bad since then, but some folks couldn't handle not ruling their own land. Those are the Forsworn. The Forsworn follow the old ways, but some of those were best forgotten. Blood sacrifices, communing with Daedra. It's the road to ruin. Got one all saddled and ready to go. What are you willing to pay? Then stop wasting my time. Safe travels to you. Take care. Haven't attacked each other yet. Good a sign as any.
Staying safe, I hope. What do you need?
Traveling in the Reach is dangerous. You need a good carriage. City of Markarth sure is a beauty. No doubt about that. It's an old city. Legends say dwarves built it first. Then after they vanished, the natives moved in. Finally the Nords took over around Tiber Septim's time. That bent a few folks' arms the wrong way. They just called themselves the people of the Reach. Lot of common blood with the Bretons by the looks of them. Used to have their own kingdom till the Nords came. Now they're at the bottom of the hay pile. That's right, at least according to them scholars. Stonework's clearly not Nord, that much is for sure. Old elven fella named Calcimo, up in Understone Keep's the one you want to talk to for more about that. Wrote all those books. That's right. Whole group of the natives called the Forsworn rose up against the Nords. Drove them out. Then Ulfric Stormcloak came with his militia. That must have been a sight to see him shouting folks to death. You'd think that'd be the end of it, but those Forsworn are still in the hills, and they're as wild as wolves. Mm-hmm.
Staying safe, I hope?